Hello, Internet. This is Team B&B back again on a wonderful Sunday. What is it, the 21st of December?
Yep.
Yeah, the 21st of December. We did something pretty cool today. We wanted to review it and share it with you guys. So, what did we do today, Gourmande?
So we did the Wild Light Show at the Milwaukee County Zoo. What this is each year during December, the zoo puts up a light display for people to walk through, with kids, with families, after dark. They don't have the animals out because it's too cold for them, but it's a pretty massive display. You have a lot of lights. You have a lot of other stuff. There's little snack boxes that you can buy. There's
Yeah.
drinks and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So, and we did take the four of us. And by four of us, I mean Gourmande's significant other and that person's daughter. Affectionately known as Cupcake and Buttercup. So, they came with us. They were supposed to have been here, but this just didn't work out that way. But anyways.
So, on select weekends,
Mm-hmm.
on select days, they, instead of having it be a walkthrough experience, have it be a drive-through experience.
Yes.
And
The zoo, that is.
And in those days, it's priced per carload.
Yeah. So we're talking about what Gourmande's going on about is the price of the event of which we went to. So to set the scene and the picture of what we did was we loaded up the car with family, and for lack of a better term, and we drove into the lot, and we paid at the window. They scanned they booped their piece of paper because we prepaid for this event. We drove in, and we went through basically like a drive-through of like a candy cane lane kind of deal.
Yep.
Where we basically saw a light show set to music. They had like a playlist we were supposed to play using an app, and the music was a mix of modern and classic Christmas music. It worked. It worked for the most part for what they were trying to do for the experience.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it definitely matches the experience.
yeah, if you liked Christmas stuff. So why we chose this event, right? Well, because it was a drive-through, and we can't always like go to everything. To kind of pull the curtain back just a wee bit, Gourmande has a little bit mobility issues, so we try to tend to do things that are make that as easy as possible for us and is convenient, and everything works out all at once, right? So this whole experience, this being the zoo's wild light show thing that they did, it was okay for like if you had. Another reason that we did this is because we actually are somewhere near the zoo. It was extremely like close.
Yeah. Plus, I wanted for this one to do something local instead of just, going to a movie. Although I did consider going to see the new Avatar movie.
Yeah. I was interested in that, although Avatar is not something I follow like that.
We could maybe do that next week or the week after.
Yeah, we might do another movie review soon enough. This was pretty cool. So if you had kids, if you had kids and like a carload of like youngsters, would have loved this thing. This would have been awesome for that.
Yeah, because even so, there's an age range where it doesn't work, but even the kids who don't necessarily go for, the abstract stuff, this is all defined. They have these elaborate animals made out of lights, so you can go, ooh, look, the rhino, even us adults were doing that.
Yeah, there was like a light up. There was a lot of these light up sculptures of various animals made out of Christmas lights, like all the creatures you would expect to see at the zoo. For example, there was a rhino, hippopotamus, gorilla, you name it. They had butterflies. They had this really cool thing where you drive through and it was like 100 arches, so you feel like you were going under in an underwater tunnel. Like there was some really cool stuff, and the music did help. It was neat. I mean, it's a fun way for the zoo to keep themselves open during winter. I appreciate the effort that they were trying to give. We weren't the target audience for this. However, for the target audience, which would have been families with small children, bam, like they nailed it. Like Because I don't want to just come on here and say a bunch of like, oh, well, it was boring, blah, blah, blah. Not necessarily.
Now, and so I'm not going to say the price. You can always look it up. I don't have the exact number in front of me. That's why I'm not saying it. Otherwise, I might. But a big sticking point for some people will be the price. The Milwaukee County Zoo is basically run by the Milwaukee County Zoological Society. It's a nonprofit.
Yep.
It has some government subsidy to it, but it also runs on donations, right?
Yes.
So it's one of these proper zoos, not like Tiger King trying to make a buck off of rare cats.
Yeah, no. The Milwaukee County Zoo is...
There are actually a couple of those in Wisconsin.
There are. There's like these really small town zoos. That's like, what the hell does like Janesville need with a zoo? That's like an example. I don't even know if there is such a thing. But it's kind of along those lines, right? So, for what it was, it being this light show that we went to go see, even though it's a tad bit on the more expensive side, you pay per car load. So basically, one fee gets everybody in, for the most part. And we went with 4 basically adults. We went with significant other, or Gourmande significant other, myself, V8, and the significant other's daughter, which was 19. So basically it was 4 adults. It was cool for like a little family moment just to go see something and be out there and just have like, oh, look at this, look at that. Well, we're not, fighting with each other or saying, you should do this, you should do that. It was a cool like little bonding moment that we had, and it was really cool. It's a one-time thing. After you go the first time, there really isn't another, even if you got like a truckload of little kids, which is what it's for, and it would be perfect for that. I wouldn't do it more than once.
With a truckload of kids, I could see, depending on when the ages of the kids, right? Like if you start with them at 5, you could probably get like 3 years out of this.
Oh yeah, like once a year. I'm talking about like twice in the same year.
Oh yeah, no, you generally wouldn't do this twice in the same year. No,
this is like a once a year, like let's go ride through the zoo and get ice cream afterwards type of thing. Which is what we ended up doing.
So so the cost here goes to benefit the zoo, right? In this same area, we also have Candy Cane Lane.
Yes.
And theirs goes to the MAC Fund, I think.
Yes. Yes, it does. That's another famous Wisconsin local charity.
But they are... So the zoo one was much less crowded, so it was a nicer driving experience.
Yes.
It's about the same distance, I would say. A lot less variety, obviously, because it's not, a dozen families.
No, but at the same time, it's a unique enough experience.
Yeah.
Where if you did go to the zoo for this, you can't get this anywhere else. It is a one-time cool experience.
But Candy Cane Lane it is hard on the driver to go through Candy Cane Lane.
Yes, as opposed to this zoo trip, which was really easy.
Yeah.
And it was smooth sailing the whole way through. We had the experience. It's about an hour, like about 55 minutes type of thing. It's pretty cool. For me personally, because we usually do our 5, this video is probably only going to be about 10 to 12 minutes-ish. For me, out of 5, I would give it a 3, possibly even a 2. For a 3, I'll give it a 3. Because whilst it was cool and the music choices were cool, as an adult, it was fun for like I said, a family bonding moment. I mean, if you planned out like a whole day and then this was like the last thing you did, that would be perfect. Or if you just went in as a spur of the moment, let's go do a thing. This works. Again, like I said, if you had a bunch of little youngsters between the ages of like 5 and 12, and you had like maybe 1 or 2, if not more, like what I would suggest is you take all the kids from the neighborhood and get their parents and maybe like get like a big minivan or something and pack them all in, because they'll be like, ooh, like it was cool. Like as far as the lights themselves, it was like some I would say it was expert lighting in terms of like Christmas lights go, and the fact that they had the cool animals and various like moving picture Christmas lights. You don't see that. You're not going to see that anywhere else. So, and another thing to peel back the curtain just a wee bit more is what we've been trying to do is I pick an event and then Gourmande picks an event. Me being V8. So this was Gourmande's event that Gourmande wanted to see. And I'm not doing this is your fault, it stunk. No. This was cool. It was a thing. Like, I'm not even mad at it. Like, me personally, I had fun with it. The people in the car had fun with it too. At least I think so. But on the opposite end, it was a wee bit expensive. We're not going to give away the complete price for a bunch of reasons, because we don't want to encourage or discourage anybody from going to do this if it sounds neat. But it was definitely something that you can only really do once. But as a once a year thing, that's cool. But in like a once, like more than once a year, no. But and they did offer, you could buy some like snack boxes and like hot chocolate and like all kinds of cool things if you wanted to spend the extra money. Gourmande did get the 2 snack boxes, and while I don't really care much for popcorn and like Christmas s'mores and all this stuff, they loved it. The snack boxes they got, there were like s'mores on a stick, and what else all came in those things?
There were like these white bonbon cake things and candy canes and cheese popcorn and kettle corn.
Oh, okay. So like, yeah, the 19-year-old we had back here destroyed it all. They near ate the whole snack box by themselves. Miss Buttercup over here devoured it. Now, we were supposed to have them in the car with us doing this review, but they chickened out on us. So, and yeah, I'm saying that. They did. So, we even bribed them with food. But the point was, they were having a blast. We had fun with this whole thing. I give it a 3 out of 5. What about you, E? Or Gourmande?
So, I am also in the same range as you, 2 to 3 out of 5. Because it's niche. There are a lot of cases where you can bump up the score, but it's all like, for example, it's a way to donate to the zoo and get something out of it.
Yes.
Like, a lot of people donate to the zoo and, get season passes. There's discounted rates if you have a zoo pass.
Yes.
For example, right? So if you're donating to the zoo anyway and you want something out of it, this isn't a bad option.
Yeah, this light show is totally
right.
Would go under the right circumstances, not something I would do often. I think this is I gave it a 3 because the unique parts of like the zoo themed Christmas light show were cool. Like, I never saw in my life, I can safely say that, a giant 12-foot gorilla in Christmas lights with a bunch of different colors and blinking all over the place, and like, it was, something right out of a comic book. Like, I've never seen that before. Like a lion and a tiger and a bear. We saw all 3 of those things in Christmas lights.
The lions were actually super impressive because they got a really cool gold tone on those lights.
Yeah. And then they had giant Christmas lights, and they even had like some trees that were all made up that had moving pictures along the thing. So that's why I gave it a 3 out of 5, because I personally thought, like, I've never seen that before. It was really creative. It was cool. And like I said, if I was a 5-year-old kid, I'd have probably like been glued to the window. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's a cool light show, cool presentation, linked to a charity. So, 3 out of 5 because it's
so I talked you up to a 3? Okay.
For most people, it is probably overpriced for what you're going to get.
Yeah. taking the price. The price is what makes it not go from a 3 to a 4. That's to be honest. Because for that kind of money, you could go do like a lot of other stuff that would probably be more fun.
Yep.
So,
the fact that it's a carload does, make it cheaper for larger groups.
yeah, you could, if you had like 8 people in a car, you could just pay the one price.
Most of their days are walking days, though, and those are per person, and so you're not going to get this like big kind of group discount. But you're also going to spend more time in the event because they don't, shorten the event just because a bunch of people are walking.
Right. That was hot cocoa, by the way. So yeah, that's our wrap up and review of the what was it, like Welcome to the Wild, was Milwaukee County Zoo.
It is the Wild Lights show at the Milwaukee County Zoo.
Bang, and that was our review of that. Again, recap. Light show at the Milwaukee County Zoo for the drive-through, 3 out of 5, and you guys have a very great holiday. We will be coming back as soon as we can with possibly a movie review, if not something else, some other local event we can do like this. But thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. What's so funny?
My brain just went to, we could do a review of Reality Fracture when it comes out.
See, I don't even know what that is, and that's what makes this fun. And if
it's the next in Universe's set.
See, here's what we're going to do. We're going to disregard that because we might end up doing it. You never know. Stay tuned. You'll find out. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Send it to all your friends. And thank you. And we're out of here. Boop.